Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's TS here. Welcome to Simple Review. I don't know what number this is, but I'm trying to go to 200 movies to watch before December 20, or before the end of the year. But I don't know how long it's gonna go because I've been down for a while. But we're here for another fucking film here that I rented at the video store, which I'm another month of me buying shit or renting shit that I don't have the money for. But I rented Battlefield 1, then took it back to get Mafia 3, and then I got the movie, which I got here right now, which you see at the captions, is Sausage Party. Sausage Party, not the fucking all cocks and everything. No, Sausage Party with Seth Rogen and all of his other fucking friends is on here. Like the damn thing, the thing says get your fill. I mean, you got Seth Rogen as the hot dog, the sausage, whatever the fuck he is, and you got Kristen Wiig. I love Kristen Wiig being the lead role as the bun. I mean, those two. The thing is, though, animation films. I'm not really. I mean, when I was a kid, yes, I loved them to death. There are some so that I watched it, like I did. I watched The Little Brave Toaster and some other films. I mean, well, for a kid, like this right here is the very first rated R or non-rated fucking. And the thing is, though, I may have to watch this film again. I did watch this film with my brother and his wife. And the thing is, though, I do love watching movies with people. I wasn't gonna do this review or this thoughts or anything about it. I wasn't going to do this. I mean, because the film, I watched it, it was a hit and miss thing here. And the thing is, though, because I'm also a fan of me with animation. I'm more into the real time, like, myself and everything, and my battery's almost dead. So hopefully, this is going to be, it might be a short, crappy review, but let's just do like it is. I love Kristen Wiig to death. I think as though, would I ever watch, if the library ever has Ghostbusters Answer the Call, this fucker right here will watch it. But it will have his views on it. I mean, I saw the previews of it. Just like Rambo Raff for Live Set on YouTube here. He's one of my favorite people. He's the one that influenced me to do movie reviews. It was like fucking Haunted Mansion 2. Because I saw some of that stuff from the original Ghostbusters compared to this with the whole glimmer or whatever, or the Slimer or whatever. Retarded. The graphics were just unbelievable. But that's for another day if I ever watch it. This right here, I mean, what would happen with people with food? That food are alive, and the great gods are as us humans. What does these fucking people think? These damn food, these food items. Every time the door opens, so they sing this stupid fucking song that say, "Oh God, choose us now." What is? I mean, let me read this fucking damn the thing here because it's unbelievable. I don't understand. Like, it's in there's a supermarket called Shop Wells, and it says the foods and the other jobs who live there worship the human worship shoppers as the gods take to the great beyond when they're purchased. I mean, who in the thought? I mean, I don't understand who came up with this fucking idea. I mean, who wrote this shit? I think it was Jeddah Pahu, maybe, or Pachu. I can't remember what it said. Well, they wrote it, Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg, and Jonah Hill. So they basically did the story. I mean, and 4 directors, which I think that's fucking funny. They think, oh, the great gods, and what the fuck? People was high. People was high writing this story. I bet Rogen was too. Hold on. I can't do it right now. The Rogen laugh. He's a hot dog. He's part of a fancy dogs, hot dogs, and then he wants to. His girlfriend's Brenda. He's played by Kristen Wiig, which I love Kristen Wiig. Oh my God, I love her to death. She's so sexy. But I'm never gonna get through this fucking film because so much I did not care for it. Because sorry about that, bud. I mean, it's a parody. It got positive reviews. It was the highest rated R anime film at all time. And basically, the whole plot is, this one I'm never going to spoil it. I mean, I'm going to talk more of the characters and whatnot, and spoil it. But it's like, oh, he wants to be with Brenda so he can get away, go to the great beyond. Which, It's so fucking dumb. I mean, I don't understand this shit. And then later on, you go on all these characters like Nick Kroll plays a douche, who's a douchebag fucker, and he's the heel, he's the bad guy in this whole thing because fucking damn I think that's his name. I keep fucking forgetting. Yeah, Frank, like Frank sausages, Frank dogs. He accidentally messes up his juice fizz, for juice. It's funny, cool. I like the whole camel toe fucking with the female who bought it and then dropped it. Well, they had the whole boar that when they got dropped. I mean, they went everywhere. I love that scene with the peanut butter. Oh, we'll come out of jelly. Like, oh, we'll bring you back and stuff like that. Oh yeah, we got to see some dirty Disney cartoon camel toe. It's like, oh, I wish I had that douche. And he has here camel toe and shit, which is awesome and shit. You forget the whole film, and then he finds out, oh, the Great Beyond, and then he finds out there's some other items that came back to the shop, which I had never seen that in a grocery shop. But the main story is for him to tell them. He ends up finding out that, oh, go to the one aisle it's basically the fucking cookbook. Basically, the cookbook. They don't know that it's these animals, these fucking foods and everything. Is just they believe, oh, they're saying, but no one won't believe Frank. Frank befriends a damn Indian, or the Indian's Firewater, who's played by Bill Hader, which he didn't sound like Bill Hader. It sounded like fucking Johnny Depp, or it must have been Bill Hader impersonating Johnny Depp as the character, because some characters they do that, like they did with. Phil Hartman, who was the air conditioner in the Little Brave Toaster, and he's impersonating like Jack Nicholson from Jack Torrance's character, and his character scared the shit out of me as a kid when I used to watch that. But he finds that cookbook and he shows it, and it's just apostrophe and stuff, and then all hell breaks loose. I mean, they get picked, and then there's the Dark Lord, who's the manager of the fucking place, which is played by Paul Rudd, which is funny as hell. But then you had Michael Cera, who plays the deformed Frank dog or hot dog, which he ends up getting selected, but he ends up getting out. And then he finds this druggie who's played by James Franco, and then bath salts make him so high that he can actually talk to the fucking food and say, no, we're going to fight you and shit. So they had this idea where they shoot bath salts at people. They shoot them in the eye, and then they realize. But then sometimes that will make them go to shit too. But once they find out, the scene with the woman cutting all the potatoes, they're she's killing children. With the eating the baby carrots and all this other shit. I think it was awesome. I kind of am signing up spoiling it in a way, but then again, I'm trying not to. But I'm just trying to go for the different spots. This is a shitty review. But it's just they try to realize, and then they don't believe in Frank, and then you had this lesbian Tortilla who's fucking in love with Brenda, Brenda got lost to fucking Frank. Can't find each other. They had little arguments and shit because she don't believe him. It's all this he said, she said bullshit. But then they find out one of my favorite characters is the character that's making fun of Stephen Hawking. What it did is Gum. And I didn't know who the character was that played it, but he's saying all the things that's in Gum, and then I'm Gum. I thought that was hilarious. Oh, I think my favorite scene is probably the token scene. They were smoking with firewater or whatever, and they were smoking this kazoo, like the best piece. That's probably the best peace pipe fucking thing in the world. I would fucking love to make one of those, a kazoo pipe, which is easy probably. But then again, I would have to do it though. But that was hilarious. But then at the end, they end up fighting, and which it leads to them versus the humans, which them killing the humans, and it's unplanned fear, which they're all fighting each other because they all shoot bath salts off their ass. Who did they fucking kill? They did kill the fucking the Dark Lord, which is their boss, because he throws away discontinued items and shit, or expired items, which the food doesn't matter. So they all win in the end, and they had one of the most craziest fucking anti-Disney moments, or anti-anything that's made. And also there was a pretty cool fucking, I think the guy who's on bath salts, the guy who's picked him up, who picked him up. He left to get it. There's a fucking bumper sticker that says Dixar, making fun of Pixar, which I thought was great. But then they had this big fucking sexy orgy with guy characters and guy food items and on each other and girl and they're fucking orgy. It's basically a food orgy, which let's see what they say on here. Yeah, they partake in a massive. They take part in a massive orgy celebration. Then they're later informed by Firewire and Gum that they discovered that they do not exist, and they're merely cartoon characters manipulated by human animators, which just showed Seth Rogen's face. It's like, you're played by a Jew, and it showed Seth Rogen. And it says, manipulated by human animators and voiced by subjects in another dimension. Gum reveals a portal that he made that he allowed them to travel this dimension, and the foods decided to go there to meet their creators. Which, I thought was really fucking weird and cheesy as fucking hell. But I know that ended the thing, and that's how it ended. I mean, it was pretty great. I mean, I kind of side spoil it. I mean, there's basically a hot dog who's trying to find the truth. Well, thinks it's like everybody else, and he finds the truth, and no one listens, and then he gets it. And because they gotta get away from Kroll. Nick Kroll is played by that douchebag who gets all powerful and shit. He fucking sucks fucking juices dicks and fucking puts a fucking deuce up the Dark Lord's asshole and shit. But we can talk about that. I mean, at the end of the day, it was good. Is it rewatchable? I would have to watch it again by myself to watch it. I mean, because when you had people around you and stuff, and also I was drinking too, I think it wasn't really that entertaining. But then it was entertaining to it. But let's just go for the characters. Seth Rogen is Frank, Sausage, who's Brenna's boyfriend, and he's also plays Sergeant Pepper, a red pepper sergeant. Seth Rogen always does good. A lot of the Kenny dick jokes and all that shit. I mean, it doesn't bother me because I'm an immature motherfucker. Kristen Wiig, who's Brenda Bunsen, is a hot dog freaking good friend. I love her character. I mean, it's just in the orgy scene. It's like, oh, I wish I could do that with her. Jonah Hill's in this. He was Carl, as the sausage who's friends with Frank and Barry, which I didn't know that it was him, but he did real well. There's the voices, but there's not really real well. It's just the voice acting and stuff. Bill Hader played Firewire, an old Native American bottle of liquor, and the leader of the non-perishables, an El Guaco, a guacamole gangster, and a drunk bottle of tequila. But it's like when he played Firewire, I think he was still like impersonating like fucking damn Johnny Depp because it didn't sound like him at all. Michael Cera Michael Cera is probably the secondary character. The secondary food lead, because I mean he's a deformed sausage, and he gets some mushed bun, and he don't care because he's deformed with them, and his sausage has dwarfism, and he was great, and he's the one that comes and saves the day that finds out that we're eating food. Yeah, we have to eat, fuckers. James Franco was the first drug. It was the druggie who's the first who was on bath salts, and the guy who bought the drug dealer, which he was played by Harland Williams, who played Rocket Man and all some stuff. Dan McBride played he's funny. He was the funny is the jar of honey mustard, which he ended up taking his own life. Craig Robinson is Mr. Grits. Paul Rudd plays Darren the manager, aka the Dark Lord, as he disposes the expired food. Then you got Nick Kroll plays the fucking evil deuce, seeking revenge on Frank for beating his nozzle and preventing him from reaching the great beyond with a great fuck. His great beyond would be just getting squeezed on and getting their vagina. David Krumholtz plays Kareem Abdul-Lavish. And then you see Edward Norton, who plays Sammy Bagel Jr. He's a Jewish Woody Allen-esque bagel and stuff. Then you have Salma Hayek, who plays a lesbian taco. She gets like real horny with Brenda and shit. Well, she ended up eating him out in the orgy. And you get some other people here, like Scott Underwood. Who is he? Scott, no. I don't know, but there's a lot of things here. Is it rewatchable? I mean, okay, how do I rate this film? Is it a rant or hit? I mean, there was more hits than misses here. I mean, the only thing I didn't really care. I mean, I'm just not much into animation. It doesn't matter if it's rated R, if it's a G. I mean, some films I'm just not into. But this is all right. I think it was great. I think it's rewatchable. Definitely, totally watchable. This is totally your party film to watch. This is definitely your drugger film. This is definitely your drunk film to watch. But He was amazing. You know, I liked the film. More cheesiness of an immature mind. And I think that's pretty fucking funny. Some people won't like, it's not funny, it's fucking retarded. Well, oh well, I'm funny and I like the shit. But, guys, sorry for the kind of the on and on review here. Because I did watch it last night, and I wasn't going to watch it. I wasn't going to do it because, it was great, but I just couldn't miss the parts because I was drinking. But I did much I could. But that was Sausage Party. Look at this, too. I borrowed it at the video store. It says, must be 18 to rent. Contains graphic content, which, yeah, it does. The orgy says it all. But I'm STS. Thank you again for watching this simple review, and we'll see you again next time with the next damn movie. Peace.